Greetings. Welcome to Mystic Moons. It's nice to see fellow Earthlings out today, listening into how we can save, how we can understand what is happening to our planet. Mystic Moons is welcoming subscribers to take this journey with us, take a journey out into the cosmos, and just try to figure out why are all these UFOs, UAPs, orbs, and other stuff, jellyfish, huge jellyfish-like things, all these strange anomalies and visitors visiting us, especially now. And why are the governments powerless to keep it quiet or hoarding their knowledge as usual? However, let's think about things rationally. We can do that. We can sit back and enjoy the ride, or we can sit, comprehend, and understand the flow of energy that's coming from the intelligence, the spirits, and all the forces in the cosmos. We are part of the cosmos. We're not in a Garden of Eden. No. We are not in a special bubble. No. So, fellow travelers, fellow psychics, awakened people, people that want to be awakened, join Mystic Moons on this little adventure and to find out some answers. Buckle up, put your psychic space caps on, and we're taking off. Now, the thing today, whether it's today or the next day, next week, time is irrelevant. The question is, why are these UFOs being sighted so frequently in our night skies, our daytime skies, over cities, countries, everywhere you see announcements? What is that in the sky? As the same time, simultaneously, we see leaders of all the different city-state countries, collectives like not UAE, the EU. Even UAE is a collective. Yes, it is. Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Sharjah, Fujairah, etc. But also, too, all the states in the United States, all the provinces in Canada, etc., etc., etc. We're all seeing things that people used to call us crazy for even mentioning. Hello, how are you? Hi, how are you? How's everybody? May I be a mod? Well, we'll see what happens. Okay? We'll see. Right now, we're trying to get this collective energy on this psychic journey that we're all taking right now. And this journey is to find out, mind you, we're on one planet. There are other planets it's been like established more than like anything else, that we're not alone in this huge, vast, populated universe. And what just does, thank you. I'm glad you're here too. Welcome aboard. Like, why are they here? Why are they here? Are they here to raid us? Are they here to take out our intestines, our hearts, to study us? Are they here to dissect us? No. It's beyond all that. We've already had races of aliens that came in and dissected us and our other creatures that live on this planet. We're not the only ones. We know that. However, we're the only ones to be threatening the order. There's an order. The order of intergalactic peace. Peace. Do you think when they fire those effing nukes at each other, it just stays on the planet Earth? No. Those gases, that ripple, that sound energy, that frequency, it travels. It travels wide and far. It disrupts the balance. It harms other beings. It harms, it harms others, and they don't want it. They know that we're a violent race. Humans are known to be a violent race. They kill first, shoot first, stab first, then ask, who is it? Who is it? Who is it? What's that? And if we don't look tribal, mirroring each other, bang, you get shot. Bang, you get sliced. That's just the way that humans have been trained. Those inside the boxes of identity and age, of identity politics. Identity politics is nothing more than I can do you in because I don't like you, because you don't think like I do. So you would think that one would want to do away with some of that disruptive, isolating BS. It is BS. Because if the space alien came here to eat us, per se, they wouldn't care what it looked like as long as it had a heart, four-chambered heart, and a set of lungs and legs and arms, a biped, right? They wouldn't care. They wouldn't care. Now, but the race of beings, of intellect, intelligence, that cares about our nuclear firecrackers, which are more than firecrackers. They are very pissed off. And that's why they're here. They're here to stop the nuclear explosions, which will disrupt a great portion of the universe. So you have beings, intelligence from all different planets coming here to stop this annihilation of their space. Even right now, you see, like, our air is made up of, nitrogen, mostly nitrogen and oxygen, and a trace of argon, a few other stuff. But they don't tell you about, like, all those nuclear plants that strontium, cesium-135, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. They don't tell you about that. Where does that stuff go? And how do those rockets from Elon Musk, those satellites, get up to space? Gasoline, electricity? They get up there through some polluting nuclear fission. That's how they got up there. And yes, you have to learn how to play nice. And we have not learned the lesson to play nice. So why do you think they're there? Why do you think they're saying? They're just watching and they're seeing and they're calculating and they're collecting data, right? As though, in New Jersey, on the East Coast, in New York, or wherever, Connecticut, everywhere they have these big tubs floating around, looking over our cell phones and night vision and trying to, like, get a handle on God knows what. But let's get beyond that. Get beyond our little toys, our little pedigrees, and let's just get universal, right? Forget about being global. It's just one little planet. We're talking about billions of planets. No, millions of planets. Because we have billions of... excuse me, I'm wrong. We have 14 million galaxies to date, like today. The fact that they're telling us there's 14 million galaxies and there's billions of planets. It's hard to wrap my head around this. It's hard to wrap your head, but it's reality. This is what we have to watch out. So let's just see, are these space aliens here to stop us from firing nukes at each other? And it's not just at each other, it's at the whole universe. There is something nasty going on. Let's see, these nukes. These nukes. Stop firing those. And they're threatening. They're listening. They can understand. They can translate. So when Russia is going to be firing nukes, the United States is going to be firing nukes. Who else? Ukraine is going to be firing nukes. Everybody's firing nukes. They don't like it. These UFOs, these aliens, these space aliens do not like where this conversation is gone. They don't like it one bit. And why should they? Oh, let's see now. We have all this upside down. Okay. We have here the Eight of Pentacles. They're working on it. That could be very well the UFO. They're working on this. This is like something they don't like this. They don't like this. And you know what is also interesting? They're not into speaking to the leaders, the demon, incarcerated leaders of countries that are not very popular right now, Germany, France, etc., they are looking to us, the civilians, the population who will get hurt during a nuclear war, because we have no shelter. All we can think about right now is getting a pair of combat boots or heavy duty sneakers and being able to run and exercise. Okay, we'll see how far that gets us, but it's something. Let's not knock it. I'm not knocking any step in development for self preservation. All right, they're working towards it. And here we have the Ten of Swords. Yes, they're here to stop. Stop this talk of annihilation, because it's not just you, a race that maybe they say, do we really need to have these humans? And the only reason, of course, they could destroy us, but the ones that are coming here right now could be the ones that are thinking, the law of karma. The law of karma. Why they're going to think hard and long and heavy. Should they wipe out the entire human race? Because the entire meow, meow, meow. Right. The entire human race, or should they wipe out a few? They're definitely going to do something. They call it the cat box right now. They're going to do something. They're not going to sit and allow. They're not going to allow. They're not going to allow. So we're here at the crossroads. We realize, more people have to realize, we live in a cosmic world. Here comes the cat. There goes the cat. And so here we have the Nine of Swords, and we have the we have the Ten of Swords, and we have the Ten of Cups. And they're working to see if they can impress upon us which way to go. Which way to go? Shall they do away with the ones that are pushing the bombs? Could they stop the detonation once it starts? Do they even want to go there? And then if they come down and say, Earthlings, be peaceful, who do you think, which country would shoot them down? Which country? We've already shooting down things. We instead of like trying to make some signals like how now, brown cow, something, how, hands up, hello, how are you? No, none of that. Bang, 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 bang. Shoot first and ask questions later. Retrieve. And here we have the Strength card. Well, they're looking, it's been said, they're looking for people, civilians. They're looking for people who have our light energy, people who have happiness, growth, positivity in their selves. They're looking to communicate with people who know that destruction and war or something you can't take with you, real estate, a planet that's going to be destroyed. Now, this planet will not just be destroyed. It's going to be like a bowling game, you know? There's other effects. There's ripple effects. So they're not into exactly yet destroying the entire people of Earth. But they are looking to stop this nonsense, this insanity, this barbarian, brutal, cruel acts, which is war. Which is war. So we can expect more space alien intervention. We can visitors. We can expect it. But are they going to look like big spiders, big lizards? No, because they know that if they did that, if they projected their real looks, we would effing shoot them in our hysteria, in our fright. We would do that. So obviously, if beings could come in spaceships, have all this stuff appearing everywhere around the planet, obviously they can not clone. They could, what do you call that? Hologram. They could put a hologram of a humanoid existence onto their bodies, which would take down the guard, the alarm of the humans. They get all these things planned out. They're not coming here unprepared. They know that they're dealing with a brutal, stupid race of people, not willing to think for themselves. We're not willing. We're like, oh, you tell us what to do, oh master. We're just on the plantation of eat 'em up. Of just I have my eats today. No, we have not thought. We have not figured out why we're here. We have not figured out our purpose in the cosmos. No, we can't even figure out what our purpose is in a community, a town, a city. We're more than just carbon creatures defecating here and there. And we know it. Some of us know that. Not all of us. Some of us. We have to find out what is the purpose of being human, not to gravel with thousands of years wars, phony baloney things, things, things. Not respecting human life, not respecting children, not respecting men, women, nothing. Well, how are we going to get to where we're supposed to get? Because will it take an alien invasion of saying, humans, you are stupid. You are not intelligent. You do not deserve to be in this universe. So let us join, and try our best. Try more than our best. Let's go over and above. No matter how silly we may appear to the brain dead. They are the brain dead out there. And they're vociferous and they're mean. No matter how off the wall, whatever names they want to call us, it doesn't matter. The fact is, we're part of a universe. We're part of a cosmic energy. And for us to be shitting in our own backyard, on our own table, is not acceptable. It's not acceptable. We should get out there and clamor for peace. Peace. Stop this insanity. We will lose. We will not. Even the ones that think they're going to get, oh, I have a bunker, I'm going to be like 2 miles underground. You'll still lose. You'll still lose. Because if you can see, let's say, humans at this point can see with their X-ray machines what's beneath the earth, what cities existed thousands and thousands of years ago. They can see. Do you not think that some being traveling from the universe in a spaceship cannot see you in your 2-mile deep tunnel? What do you call that? Tunnel. Not tunnel, I just used the word. Bunker. They can see you, and they can see you shivering, fighting, and whatever you're doing, and they can tell that, and they've been monitoring you, just like your own government's been monitoring the civilization of people with cameras, telephones, telephone records, etc. Well, we're being monitored. They're being monitored. Everybody's being monitored by other intelligence. So as we go through these rituals of trying to take temples, making them into mosques and vice versa, and finding the gateways of 17 dimensions of CERN, of the burial place of the fallen angels, all these things, all these rituals, going and opening the doors to the temples of tombs, etc., 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 etc. It's being done to us on a much more grander, much organic state. No, we are not smart. We are rather dumb. No, we don't know what we are. And people who are unwilling, lazy, who cannot work to find out what we are truly stupid. We are blind, deaf, and dumb. That's what we are. We don't want to hear the truth. We are often told we can't handle the truth. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. And so, since we refuse to handle the truth, we're going to be forced. What are you going to do when they they land in every single city, every single town? They're here. They're coming. They're just announcing they're coming. Do you think China and Russia, don't you think we should all just be together, work on our collective? No, we don't have to be one big soup, but we have to get along and respect our differences and respect our past, because our future looks dim right now. dim, dim. Right now, just right now, because we know the ones of us who have the light and can see that we must pay attention to cosmic law, cosmic rules. The ones that have the light, we will be spared, but we must not stick around in places that are like snake pits of ignorance and stupidity. Ignorance and stupidity. Yes. Yes, we have telepathy, we have clairvoyance, we have many things, many gifts we were given. But do you think that our leaders would want you telepathically communicating to each other without some kind of recording machine to take your thoughts in? So they can monitor, are you with me or are you against me? Are you believing my BS that I'm like coming out of my mouth? Effectively, that is what countries are telling their populations. They're not telling you, you're great, you're fabulous, you're beings of light. Grow, 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 grow. No, they're telling you, serve me, bend the knee, bend the knee. I have more money. I have more everything. That's what they're saying. We have to, all over this earth, there's 12 families that have all the loot, all the cash, all the control. And all these leaders are bending the knee to those 12 wealthy families. And as if we, the people of earth, are like nada, nothing. No, we are everything. Everything. Remember that. We are everything. You cannot take your wealth with you. You cannot control everything, even though you can mind control people into believing they're stupid idiots. That's true. That's true. Little me. No, not little you. Big you. Universal you. Cosmic you. I'm just a little guy. No, you're not. But if you get into that little box of like color, shape, sex, occupation, and assets, you are becoming crunched, crunched, crunched. And that's when you get crunched, you become mushy, mushy. And mushy will get you obliterated by this coming invasion of the earthlings against earthlings and the space aliens against the earthlings that are perpetrating nuclear wars, nuclear explosions, which will greatly destroy, greatly harm the cosmic balance of the galaxies. You understand? We're not everything. You just can't tap, 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 tap. You just can't think of yourself as one little creature, one little seed. No. Only humanity has been put in little boxes. When you take a country, let's take the country United States, USA. They have boxes for your race, they have boxes for your sex, they have boxes for your gender, your age, your income level. And they go, are you worth it? Are you worth it? And most people go, gee, I'm pretty small. What am I? I'm a victim. I'm a victim. Oh, I was a slave. I was an overseer. I was a pirate. Please. You know, what is all this bullshit? Do you look at the geezers that are running the scene? They are freaking old. So age, even if you take in the United States Congress, there's one guy, I mean, there's how many people in the 80s are in there? They drop around, they fall asleep, they got, I don't know if they're even human anymore. They look at all over the world. You have all these ancient people. How many? I mean, so we know that age is not a factor. With some people, yes, you get dementia. You get like because you eat improperly, or for other reasons. We're not going to go into that right now. However, you yourself, fresh, clean, dismiss, and get rid of the parasites in your mind and the parasites in your body. In your body. If you're trying to be all you could be, and you're going around, you're carrying a whole bunch of worms and other parasites inside your physical body, how fast and how sharp can you be? If you're like trying to be all the best you can be, how best can you be in thinking of my people? You have no people. You have the people of Earth. That's your people. You don't have like get beyond this tribal thing. Yeah, it's nice to say in some cases, if you're dealing with a lot of morons. Yes, I come from a indigenous tribe, and we like gave up our property, and we succumbed to this and that, alcohol and booze and menthol cigarettes, etc., etc., etc. I mean, there's always people have always like said, I couldn't get a job, I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that. Yeah, it's true. It's true because there's so many people inside a tiny little shitbox. But what is a shitbox? It's for one thing: disposal, disposal. So as soon as you get into that little freaking box, you're ready to be disposed of, and you're just like biding time that they could like soak you dry, and then you're gone. You're gone. You're gone. And you're going to go to heaven if you do everything right in the little box. No, you're not. No, you're not. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. It's even when you think about people with dress. Dress is another thing. Humans classify themselves according to what they wear. I mean, people don't like arrows because they dress in dresses. What about the Pope and his Vatican? They wear dresses every single day. They may have some bloomers and knickers on pants under it, but they still wear a flowing garment. And look at their headdress. And people say about the indigenous of North America, or the indigenous people of like the Philippines, with their feathers in their heads and their ornaments. Oh, please, how silly. If you want to decorate yourself, go ahead and decorate yourself. But the main issues are empathy and growth. Empathy and growth. And don't think that your culture is so great. And think about all contributions to the collective of we live on this planet together. There's plenty for everybody. And it's amazing. It is amazing how it's going to take an alien invasion. I hope not. I hope not. I hope they can just come here and see that we resolve this issue, but it doesn't seem like it at this point. At this point, because the civilizations are still quietly going along with a jumping off the cliff. And the aliens are coming. They're here. They're here already. They have their scouts. They have their scouts. Of course, your government isn't going to tell you. No, it's not going to tell you. But in your innards. Well, let's just try. Let's just try and move mountains with our esoteric selves. Let's speak to each other telepathically, cosmically, kinetically, clairvoyantly. Let's say you're fine. You're fine as you are. Grow. Just grow. Don't be lazy. Don't fall prey to the depression. Don't take this. Don't do that. Think for yourself. Think about, do you want the 10 of swords or do you want the 10 of cups? The choice is yours. If you work towards it and you have the strength, you have the strength. Just because you hear things on the news, then it's like, oh, come on. They're getting paid millions of dollars. By whom? Who do you think? Use your mind. Use your thoughts. Now, peace doesn't bring in big money, but it does bring in life, continuancy. I mean, you'd be surprised once we get rid of the disruptive elements of a society through light energy work and saying and believing that we are light, how much growth we can take. And we'll be accepted, and we won't be afraid of other worlds, other races, other beings. We can get rid of the fear. I mean, you always have to be prepared. You never know when your time is up. But the fact of the matter is you can't be there instigating death and destruction as a solution. It's not. Death and destruction is the end of life. We have to. Maybe you may not be able to telepathically speak to others, but maybe you have another gift. Maybe you can move objects. Why not? Do you think in the 1800s, with all those huge buildings got made on dirt roads, the horses were carrying all the equipment? Something greater is to be yet to be revealed. And of course, because we're not on a need, we're on a hierarchy, a pyramid. You know, the pyramid. We're down here. We're down in the bottom. We don't need to know. But we do need to know. We need to, and if they're not telling us, well, we have to just know. Know in yourself. Know in yourself that this is the deal. This is the deal. Because it makes sense. It's logic. And I feel it. You feel it in your being. It's real. If you're feeling with all your heart and soul and all your cellular fibers, it's real. It's real. And they can be crazy. But look at them. Look at them. Destruction is crazy. Believing in yourself is not crazy. Believing in light and goodness and work and purity. And the fact that humans are more than just barbaric, ape-like creatures. We're more. We're more. And we're going to try to really bring up this level. We're going to try and pick up the slack because there's a lot of empty holes and a lot of empty spaces. We're going to pick up the slack here on Mystic Moons. So stay tuned to Mystic Moons. So let's just take away the enthusiasm, the energy, and let's spread it around. Let's spread this positivity. We are going to find out what it is to be human. Not just naked little creatures with breasts and penises and vaginas and legs and arms and some gray matter between our ears. No, we're more than that. Yes, it's part of our anatomy, but we're not labeled. We're not going to be ruled by these bits and pieces. We're not going to be ruled by this because we have strength that we don't even know yet. And there are many things that we can be capable of doing and have noted to be doing. I'm going to take off again and let's think about how we can help. You can't help the people that aren't going to believe. That's not true. But how we can raise our energy to get to these UFOs, to get to these space aliens, and say we're not all bad. We're not all savages. No, we're not savages. And yes, they know that we're our hands can be tied in certain situations, but our minds aren't. Keep your minds free because they will work with us. If they can't work with the leaders, which apparently they cannot work with the leaders, they will work with us, the civilians. They will work with us. They're looking. That's why they're around so much. They're looking to see who is and who isn't. Who is and who isn't. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Robin. Let's get out there. Let's take off again and let's go and see what we can do. Because we have a lot of work to do and we have a limited time. So day and night, we're going to be finding loopholes. We're going to be finding reasons. We're going to get through this ritual type of 1, 2, 3 little box thinking. We're going to go beyond that. Beyond. And we will find. And now, I learned a long time ago that when you see a UFO in the sky, you watch it. You don't call the state troopers or anybody. You watch it. See what it's doing. I once came within 20 feet of a strange aerial round, circular object. It was right above my head, 20 feet above. Of course, it filled my heart with panic, but that was the first time so close. But there are other things I've seen, and why am I seeing it? That's what you got to ask yourself. Why are they making themselves appear to you? They're trying to say something. And I remember once another time, I was walking I was taking a country walk in a mountainous area, semi-mountainous. And I was by myself. There's no car, nothing but fields on either side, and in the front, back, on the left and right, fields. And then I was thinking about something. Maybe I was agitated or something. I was just taking a walk, and I was at least like a mile and a half from anything. You know what I saw? I saw, and I was seeing things already. Okay, I was seeing hexagon things before, like days before. I saw a silver flying saucer, not far from me, far enough. And I just said to myself, "Oh, please stop appearing to me. Oh, please stop appearing to me." But I said, "I'm not going to pay attention. I'm going to turn around and go back where I came from." But I've seen them. And they're here. They've been here for a long, long time. And they're stepping up the ante because, hey, they're not going to allow some angry little savages in suits destroy their way of life. All right? Until the next time, we will pick up this conversation again because it's not over. It's not over. All right? So until then, I'm going to say, Mystic Moons, any comments? We always welcome them. And to subscribers, thank you. And if you want to subscribe, please do. We have a mission to do, and there's not much time. Yes. Yes. That's where we should get together all the people that have seen things, because there's a reason that we have seen them all over. I mean, and you take those what do you call those things? Those drones, those things flying around the East Coast right now, around New Jersey, New York. Oh, they've been there for a while, ever since the pandemic. I've seen them. They've always been there. Maybe they just now increased their territory. I've seen them. I've seen them like in North Jersey. I've seen them. They're always, and they're also in New York. New York. They're around. They've been around. People just been quiet. Just been quiet. And they don't report. There's lots of things going on. Lots of things. But you know what's happening now? Now we're wanting answers. Answers. Yeah, Edgar Casey, Baba Vanga. There's so many people that have the names. It's hard to keep the names up. I mean, there's like so many people. We've seen things, and there's no reason why we need. There's actually no reason why. I mean, for like grunge work, like lifting and driving and stuff like that. But there's no reason why we cannot see and know our bodies, medicine, everything, 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 everything. So anyway, let's commune with the aliens. Okay. I'll speak to you again, Robin. Thank you for very much the conversation. I love it. Come again. We're going to go political, and we're going to see just how many things are trying to grovel around. The main issue is cosmic living. How much they're trying to, pretend. And the whole thing about, like, one more thing about the space aliens. Once those aliens show themselves, every single thing in every single culture, let's say the West, probably the East too, but the West especially, will crumble because it's like when you travel to a foreign country the first time, you travel by yourself, but all the P's and Q's that you learn in your own country are different from the P's and Q's in another country. So it's not relevant. A lot of things that when you're in your home country are relevant. When you exit your home country, they're no longer relevant. So the same thing when we find out when they announce, "Welcome to the galactic, welcome to the universe." Do you realize the SHIT that is going to happen? The people are going to be pooping in their pants. Pooping in their pants. The ones that are like, think it's a fantasy. Say that, oh, not real. It's real. Okay. Until the next time. Take care. Bye-bye.